Imagine buying property and paying taxes on it only to have the county take it away and give it to someone else. That's exactly what happened to one Pueblo West homeowner who says a county leader used his elected position to take his land. Our chief investigative reporter Eric Ross lays out the evidence and uncovered more than one elected official is behind the switch.
Picture this for just a second. You buy a home or land from a seller, you pay it off and get a deed. Then you register it with the clerk and recorder's office, only to find out more than a year later the deed that was certified is no good. And then to top things off, the county assessor's office removes your name from the property you purchased and gifts it to the original seller. Can they legally do that? Well, if you ask the assessor, he says yes.
I feel like I've been robbed.
Matthew Anderson is in a dispute with Pueblo County after the land he purchased next door to his home was suddenly taken out of his name and given back to the original seller, who no longer lives in Colorado.
I just wanted to add to the value of my house here and have a larger yard and build a garage sometime.
Anderson purchased this parcel of land for $12,000. He registered the deed with the clerk and recorder's office in May 2018. But in July of this year, the Pueblo West Metropolitan District sent this letter to Anderson saying he couldn't use the vacant land to store his RV and trailer unless he joined the two properties together into one address. He hired a surveyor to help prepare the paperwork, and that's when a problem was discovered.
She went to the courthouse and they told her it was an improper deed and took the property out of my name and put it back in the former owner's name.
Property records show the seller, Benjamin George, was given the property back despite Anderson having a signed and certified deed on file with the clerk's office.
The lady down there told me, I can't believe it. She told me they'll register a piece of toilet paper. You just pay them the money. And I thought, well, you register something at the courthouse, at the Register of Deeds. I thought it had to be something legal, you know, not something just out of the blue, but I guess they'll register anything over there.
In a statement to News 5, clerk and recorder Gilbert Ortiz said his office does not give advice or make determinations on the legal sufficiency or consequences of those documents. Colorado law instructs me to record a document so long as it appears to fall within a proper category of records. With respect to this specific incident, I can make no comment except to emphasize my confidence in the work my staff performs.
I don't register deeds. I've registered a few deeds in my life, maybe 2. They do it 5 days a week, all year. I expected would register a deed that was good. I didn't think they'd register a deed that was no good.
Since Ortiz could not explain what was wrong with Anderson's deed, we reached out to Assessor Frank Beltran for clarification. He said the issue is that the warranty deed does not contain the words sell and convey as required by Colorado law, although we did notice the word sold is in the deed. Beltran explained over the phone that another employee with the assessor's office didn't realize that the deed was not valid and put the property in Anderson's name prematurely. However, when Beltran discovered the error, Anderson's name was removed and the property put back in the original seller's name, no questions asked. But we had to ask, is it true that you can really register a piece of toilet paper with the clerk's office? Beltran said yes.
I would like to ask him, after you put this in my name, how can you be taking it out of my name like this and just like, screw you, Matthew?
Anderson showed us the tax bill for the parcel of land which was in his name.
Location of property, 340 East Stanley Drive.
He also showed us other records listing him as the owner. But if you go online to the assessor's website today, Anderson's name is nowhere to be found. And when he says he's tried to reach out to clerk and recorder Gilbert Ortiz and assessor Frank Beltran to discuss the case,
they won't let me talk to him. I have tried. I tried for a week and a half.
And what did they tell you when you called?
He's busy. He's in a conference. He's in it with whatever. And the same with Frank. Neither one of them guys will want to talk to me.
All Anderson wants is what's rightfully his.
If they can take it out of my name, I'm sure they can put it back in my name.
Beltran doesn't dispute Anderson purchased the property, but says without a new deed, he cannot legally give him ownership rights back. Since Anderson has not been able to get a hold of the original seller, his only other option is to apply for a quiet title decree, which is basically a fancy term for filing a court case and letting a judge determine who has rights to the deed. We've provided that information to Anderson. We will follow up and let you know what happens next. Always watching out for you, Eric Ross, News 5 Investigates.